and boy, it feels good. It feels good to know that the only obligation that I really have this week is hunting, and it's exciting. Tried to get everything tied up at work last week before I finished. Enjoyed a wedding for my sister this weekend. Still feeling the effects of that, but won't go into those details. Boy, does it feel good to be out. I'm out a little late. Had to do some stuff, but it's about 11:30. I plan to sit all afternoon. Activity on camera has been pretty slow, but it's November and that can change in a heartbeat. Temperatures not great, upper 60s, south wind, but it's pretty mild right now. It's not too bad. Got a couple real good bucks showing up on this property. Unfortunately, no daylight photos, but they're flirting with shooting light pretty much. At first, I was really pursuing this wide 11 until just last week, a very, very, very good-looking 10-pointer showed up. It would be by far the biggest deer I've ever shot, so he's been around a little bit, hitting scrapes, and I'd love to catch up with him. So I'm gonna get settled in, get my camera set up, and hopefully overcast, rainy weather gets them on their feet. This is the same tree that I killed out of last year, so it's a good spot, perfect for a south wind, and just a perfect travel corridor during the rut. So stay tuned. Hopefully it's a good night. So this might be my closing interview. We've got about 20 minutes left. Running out of camera light, so it's been a fairly slow set. I just saw another doe, but a little bit of grunting here and there over by the pond, and other than that, hasn't been a whole lot of action. Be back at it in the morning. Probably have to sit through a little bit of rain. It's gonna be warm again, but I'm off and get on when I can. So we'll see you tomorrow. It's about 9:30. I'm gonna climb down. Today's actually election day as well. Get that taken care of. I got a few things at home, and then I'm gonna come back and then probably sit a different set tonight. It's been slow. All I've seen today is a doe, so I'll get a couple things done. I'll be back out tonight. Let's So I just put my coffee down and looked up. Sure enough, that split G2 9-pointer worked in right downwind of me, but never picked me up. I think the thermals are helping me out. Hopefully these bugs keep working through here. It's about 8:40, 8:45-ish. Got plenty of time. Deer moving. We'll see what happens. Well, it's about 10:20. Pretty good set. I ended up seeing $5, and then I think it was just one doe. I might have seen her a couple times, but I'm gonna climb down. The wind is about to switch to a straight west wind, so I'm gonna climb down. I'm gonna tear down my platform, and I'm gonna head to the east end of the property. Try to catch these deer coming from the northeast, southeast timbers, which is where they're at. And potentially our whole block of timber as well, heading to the food source, which is corn, in our turn-up plot as well. I'm gonna get this all torn down, run in, grab some food, and then get back out. It's the afternoon of Thursday, November 7th. Back out on the farm. After a pretty good hunt this morning, ended up seeing $5 and one doe. Action was pretty good until about 10:30 when the wind switched. So I ran into town, got a bite to eat, ran a few errands, and I'm back out. Decided to sit on the far east end of the property that's going to overlook a CRP field. It's a neighbor's property. Don't have permission to shoot here on that side. However, I have all of our food right here and some of our little timber we call the point to my right. So hopefully I can catch something funneling here to the food or into the timber and catch them when they get here. It's about 55 degrees. It's starting to cool off. Wind is coming out of the west. Supposedly I'm getting some kicks, some different directions here and there though. So hopefully it doesn't get too whiskey of a wind. The neighbor's flinging poop. It's still the rut. It's one of the best days to hunt, November 7th. And I'm not sitting at the office, so I can't complain. And hopefully I can catch up with either that wide 11 or that big 9, 10, whatever he is. I think he's a 9. Tall 9. So we'll see what happens. He was here this morning, right at about 5:30. So there's a chance he's still around. He could be better than our timber. I was not hunting on this end. I was hunting on the opposite end this morning. So he could be better with a doe. Who knows? We'll see what happens. 11 is in the corn right now. Saturday, November 9th. I'm walking in for the evening hunt. Feels good out. High today was maybe mid-50s, but I don't think we're going to even touch that. Wind is out of the southeast. Overcast skies. Feels good. Might get a little rain with the front coming through later this evening. And I got a whole lot of manure that was spread on the field next to me. Perfect covers then. So I'm gonna hunt the same spot I did last night, where I ran into the wide 11 a couple nights ago. So he was there this morning. He was actually at the plum pot this morning, so was here. He's close. I can only hope he was bedded on the north end. But we'll see what happens. It's a cat and mouse game. I can honestly say I've never had one with a buck. Usually it's been a 1 to 2 encounter process for me and I'm done, but we'll see how this goes. I'm excited for tonight's hunt. It kind of reminds me of the Frank the Tank conditions a couple years ago, my first bow buck. That turned out well for me, so we'll see how it goes. Also, this oat strip that we've got with brassicas in it looks phenomenal. I'm so happy that we decided to do that because it just looks great. Check this out. Perfect access, but also maintaining it as a food source. Over the years, we'd like to get it to maybe alfalfa and clover, but this has worked. Like, check out some of these brassicas. Check out some of these turn up. They look great. Awesome. She was bedded right on this knob. All right, there we go. As I said, walking in, it's Saturday, November 9th. I'm in the same setup I was last night. And the same setup I should have been the night before when that wide 11 walked right in front of this stand. Kicked up what looked like a doe. When I got up here close to the stand, she was bedded right on this knob. It's about 2:05. Got about till 5:20. Hoping I get some movement here in front of me. Or coming from the CRP. I'm not really playing the timber behind me. Kind of giving that up. But it's more of a north-south position. You just got to give one or take one. It doesn't matter. Got a little rain in the forecast, but I brought my rain jacket, an extra jacket for all the camera gear and stuff, so hopefully it's not too bad. It's changed a lot over the past 24 hours on how much we're getting and when we're getting it, but sounds like it's just one cell towards the end of shooting light, but we'll see how it goes. Never afraid to sit in the rain. The biggest buck I've killed to date was in the rain, so we'll see how this goes. Feels right. Feels like one of the better sits I've had, but time will tell.